For the first time in almost a year, I'm sitting here again. Not because I wanted to disappear, but because life gave me something I couldn't ignore. I actually stopped recording in May last year. The videos you saw throughout June, all pre-recorded, pre-scheduled, but I was already gone at that point. And I didn't disappear because of burnout or drama. I disappeared because something more important came into my life. In just 2 years, our family grew from 2 to 5. Our first son was born in 2022, and then at the end of 23, we were blessed with twins. So 3 kids in less than 2 years. Actually, I've been thinking about taking a break for a while, and you know how the Google algorithm seems to know exactly what you need to see. While I was searching for diaper reviews and sleep training guides for our babies, I stumbled on this clip of an actor talking about never regretting the break he took when his kids were born.
Some of the reasons why I kind of laid low was I always wanted to be a dad, and then I got the opportunity to be a dad. So I thought, man, if I lose money, I'm good with it. And I was having this conversation with Bill Hader the other day, and he's was going through something. I said, dude, trust me. Hang out with your kids as much as you can, as long as you can. You will never regret it. You'll look back. You're going to lose some jobs. It's okay. In the long run, that's the thing.
That moment hit me. I had already saved up enough money to support my family for a few months, so I was ready. So the morning I finally made up my mind and decided to take a break, everything fell into place. My plan was actually really simple, just one step. Close down everything that takes time away from my family today. So first, I closed the Drum Nerds online shop. Next, I stopped accepting new students to my coaching program at the Drum Technique Academy. Drummers could still sign up for a lower price to watch all the tutorials, but there was no personal coaching included anymore. Third, I turned off all the advertising for our online courses. So no more Facebook, Instagram, Google, TikTok, or YouTube ads. The only thing I kept doing was coaching my existing students at the academy. That was it. Everything else in my life was about changing diapers, walks in the park, and being present. And then, after a couple of weeks, the rumors online started. Some people thought I had serious health issues. Thankfully, that's not true. Turned 39 last week and I feel great. And then there was this other drum teacher who sells online courses. What a coincidence. Spreading rumors about me that I'd gone bankrupt and lost my business. Sad, but not surprising coming from him. And as you know, negative rumors like to spread like wildfire. Back then I decided to not release a statement to set the record straight right away. A guy like that one frustrated drum teacher can't pull me away from my kids. So I just focused on my family and kept my mouth shut. But then something unexpected happened during my absence. Although I was completely gone, drummers still kept recommending my YouTube channel and courses to each other. So even though that one drum teacher tried to spread those negative rumors about me, and although I stopped recording new content, no advertising, nothing, still 10 to 15 new drummers signed up for my courses every single week. A big thank you goes out to King Panda 95. I don't know you, I don't know who you are, but I still want to take this opportunity to thank you publicly. I first thought that as soon as I disappeared, I would also stop earning an income. That's why I saved up enough money to take care of my family in the first place. But in the time I was gone, drummers like you, King Panda 95, who kept on recommending my channel and my courses to other drummers, kept the lights on. You put food on our table when I wasn't even working. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. Also, at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who reached out and asked if I'm okay. It felt great to hear from you and stay in touch with some of you while I was actually not posting any new content. During this time away, I reflected deeply on why some drummers succeed, especially with double bass drumming, sometimes making dramatic improvements in just weeks, while others struggle endlessly. Looking back at the students I've taught, especially in the Drum Technique Academy and Bass Drum Mastery, there were always 3 things that the successful ones did. First, they followed the workouts and guidelines. They didn't let outside noise and weird workout routines that you see online nowadays distract them from their goal. They just followed solid practice routines done the right way, repeated consistently. Second, they asked questions constantly, especially with double bass. One small tiny adjustment like seat height, beta angle, or using the right muscle group can change everything. And third, they paid attention to each other. They learned from other drummers who were going through the same struggles, same tempo walls, same mistakes. That kind of shared progress is powerful. In my free time, I also kept watching drumming education videos on YouTube. And honestly, was quite disappointing. Many teachers now create content just to please the algorithm, not to help drummers. Sounds crazy, right? You want proof? Watch this. Here are 2 clips from the same drum teacher. He just changed the pitch of his voice, mirrored the video, and changed the color grading. Here's clip number 1 of this teacher.
The mistake is thinking you have to hold your upper leg in the air while the lower leg does the work. This is often referred to by some drummers as a static contraction of your upper leg. I heard the advice many times in the past, but I didn't improve and it made me more tense than ever.
I completely agree with the information in this video. This exact exercise is actually one of the worst things you can do, especially when you try to develop your mid-tempo double bass. I will talk about this exercise and why it's completely useless in another video. Again, I fully agree with the statement this teacher made in this exact video. But now, here's the next video of the same drum teacher giving you this advice.
Lift up your whole foot and tap the floor like this. Realize you're using your upper muscles to hold your foot in mid-air and your shin muscles to do the tapping.
You see, this is the issue with online drum education in 2025. The same teacher contradicting himself completely in different videos. In one, he tells you to do an exercise. In another, he says never to do it. This is what happens when education becomes content creation. This is not about student results anymore. This is just about creating content, not good. By the way, if some of you still recognize these videos and this particular teacher, let me tell you that other than that hiccup, his content is mostly solid and he has some nice tutorials on his channel. This is not to point the finger at him. I'm pointing the finger directly at the real problem. The real problem is that drum teachers are focusing on random content creation, like telling you to place a tennis ball underneath your heel and start practicing like that. They are coming up with useless exercises just to please the algorithm. So, when did I know I was ready to come back? It actually started the moment all 3 of our kids began going to kindergarten. I came home one morning and the house was completely silent. For the first time in a long time, there was space again. That silence reminded me of something. My passion, my purpose. And I knew it was time to come back. You know, during my break in the evenings, I sometimes helped a friend build a software company for music teachers. Just gave him some input on what a music teacher needs when teaching online. Finally, actually my friend ended up selling that company. Big win. So my quick learning here is, if you want to go for a quick exit and earn a lot of money, then developing software or software as a service seems to be working great. But when he told me he sold it, I felt nothing, no excitement. Yes, of course, I was happy for him, but for me, it didn't really do anything. And that's when I realized my heart wasn't in that project. It's just money. My heart was still in drumming, still in teaching. Because to me, nothing compares to seeing a student break through. Even during my break, I kept coaching a few students, and one of them was Mukund. And one day, he sent me this video right here. That's him playing a Belphegor song, the band I used to play for. And that moment, that wasn't just his win, it felt like mine too. I missed that, I missed this. And now I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
I know I've been critical of the current state of online drum education, and for a good reason. It's way too much noise, overcomplication, conflicting advice. It's become a circus of gimmicks and clickbait. But here's the thing. I'm not against online learning. In fact, I've loved creating online courses. Released my first one back in 2016, and Bass Drum Mastery, which I recorded in 2017, is still helping drummers today. There's real value in great tutorials and well-structured programs. But now we got the year 2025. Technology has moved forward, and it makes me angry to see many teachers that are still stuck in the past, trying to sell the same outdated and conflicting advice they were pushing a decade ago. Right now, we finally have the tools to take learning to the next level, to make it more personal, more immersive, and more effective than ever before. And if you're a drummer who's tired of the confusion, tired of getting stuck, tired of wasting time on things that don't work, you're going to want to see what's next. The reason I'm telling you this is because there's a better way to improve your double bass drumming. A simpler way, a way that actually works. Whether it's parenting, drumming, or business, the real results don't come from doing everything. They come from doing the right things consistently. So here are the 3 things I'm going to be focusing on from now on. It's all centered around double bass drumming. First, here on this channel, I'm going to share what actually works. Not theory, not what should work, but what delivers real results for real drummers. And here's the key difference. We are going to show proof. That's what's missing from all these online double bass drumming teachers. They tell you what to do, but rarely show evidence their system works for their students. Sometimes their own demonstrations aren't even convincing. Second, on this channel, I reveal the common struggles my students have faced and exactly how they overcame those frustrations. And finally, the biggest project and my main focus. During my break, I didn't just reflect, I built something. I took everything I've learned over the past decade, every mistake, every breakthrough, every student win, and I created something new. It's not a course, it's not a bunch of random YouTube videos. It's a complete system that uses the tools we finally have access to get real results for double bass drummers. And in my next video, I'll show you exactly how it works.